Hi everybody, this is the Sunday night of the Monaco Grand Prix where we finished first and third, and a race that was really epic and worthy of remembering Niki. Over the 7 years that we have been on the journey together, we had so many wonderful memories together. Today we want to tell you some of the stories of our Niki, not only the chairman Niki Lauda but also our friend. Some stories are sad, some stories are funny, but they paint a true picture how much we will miss our dear friend.
Hello, I'm Steffi. I used to work for catering. Now I'm working for the hospitality team. Working catering for 2 years got me quite close to Niki because he was obviously in the motorhome every day. I was serving him his coffee and doing anything he asked us to do. He was one of the funniest, charming people I've met. Every day he came into the motorhome asking, Steffi, what's up? Tell me all the gossip you have. He was every day, almost every day, he asked us to turn up the AC. Even though it was burning hot inside, we said, of course we'll turn the AC up to 25 degrees, Niki, just for you. Because he was just one of the people you couldn't say no to. And whenever he asked us to play his songs from George Ezra, we did so, because again, we could never say no to him. And he will be truly missed.
My name's Nathan Divey. I'm Lewis Hamilton's #1 mechanic. I suppose my best memories of Niki will be in races. I get quite nervous towards the end, especially if we're looking like we're going to have a good result. And prone to chewing my nails at times, and in the last few laps, if Niki saw me doing that, he'd always walk up and slap the back of my hand like a disapproving father and tell me, don't worry, he knows what he's doing, just trust him. Niki will be deeply missed. He was a good influence, great influence across the team for all of the mechanics downstairs. He always felt like he had a good calming influence across us, especially in races where things were a bit tight. It was always good to know he was there.
This picture shows Niki, a version of Niki's FIA Gala 2016. My name is Julia and I'm Toto's assistant, and I have been in Vienna to look after the drivers and Toto and everyone who was attending the gala. So Toto was sitting at the table for like three hours normally, and meanwhile we actually didn't have seats because the place there was really small, and George, Paul and myself FaceTimed Niki because he doesn't like galas, he's very impatient, and yeah, he said, come around and have a drink with me. And we were like, yeah, why not, let's go there. So I spoke to Attila, he's the owner of Dawn Co. I said, Attila, we're going to Niki's place, we need some champagne. So he gave us like 3 liters of champagne. We took the S-Class, we went to Niki's place, and we had a really nice evening with some wine, bread, butter, and he showed us also his house, where he was sitting on that children's playing table, and you could also see in the house all the children's stuff, and that he really appreciates his children and he spoke a lot about them as well. And yeah, this was his version of the Gala 2016, and it was actually one of the funniest evenings and best evenings I had working with F1. And also Toto was really jealous that we sat on Niki's sofa with a glass of wine while he had to sit for 3 hours at the gala.
So my name is Bradley Lord, I'm the communications director for the team, and my strongest memories of Niki will always be not the straightforward guy, not the blunt guy, not the direct one, but the warm-hearted, laughing man. And my strongest memory of Niki's laughter came just before the Hungarian Grand Prix in 2014. We'd all been out on a cycling trip along the banks of the Danube, and being F1 people, a group of very good cyclists had disappeared off into the distance, and the group of less skilled cyclists decided, right, what we're going to do is race them. So we'd stopped, had an espresso, full Tour de France style, and then we started racing, turned around, and we're trying to race like a Tour de France peloton. Obviously our ambition massively outweighed our skill. Somebody clipped a wheel, everybody went down, apart from me. Did very, very well. However, not cycling very often, I forgot I was clipped in. So I then had a choice as I realised I wasn't going to get unclipped and couldn't get my feet out of the pedals. I was either going to fall on the team or towards the river. So I opted for the river out of charity and started sliding towards the Danube with a bicycle attached to my feet. Fortunately, a tree stopped my passage and so hit me in the face. And as I sat back up after this incident, I was sort of blood streaming down my face, which obviously alarmed me. So I just sat there and was like, blood, blood, ambulance, ambulance, ambulance. Which, given that other people had broken limbs and, you know, really quite seriously hurt themselves, seemed a bit melodramatic. So anyway, we went to hospital, got stitched up. Everybody then went for dinner at the Do & Co restaurant in the middle of Vienna, on the Stephansplatz, apart from Toto, who unfortunately was hospitalised overnight before having some surgery. And anyway, this story got recounted, and by the end of the evening, as Niki was sitting there hosting the whole group of engineers who were all a bit battered and bruised, and myself with my very serious injury that had a tiny little plaster above my left eye, he was literally tears of laughter rolling down his face. He couldn't speak because he was laughing at me so much, and every time he saw me then for the rest of that season, he would see me and say, "Bradley, ambulance, ambulance!" And it's that warmth and that Herzlichkeit, that big warm heart that I think we will all miss so very, very much.
My name is Ron Meadows, I'm the sporting director. I have very fond memories of Niki. More often than not, he would call me the old wanker and I'd call him back the older wanker. But I loved his straightness and how blunt he was with his opinions, and he certainly made us a better team, and I miss him dearly. He was such a legend, and my history when I was younger, growing up watching James Hunt and Niki Lauda race and getting to work with him was a dream. It's a real sad day for us. During the early days, Niki was quite keen to let Red Bull have a Mercedes engine, and his rationale was that would make us a stronger team because it would give us stronger competition. And obviously we weren't all keen because we just wanted the engine for ourselves. And they took some convincing, but in the end he got where we were coming from, which was a challenge. But I also got where he was coming from as well. He's just trying to make us better every day.
Hello, my name is Stefan Weinhofer. I'm the head of hospitality of the Mercedes Motorhome in Formula 1. And my favorite Niki story I want to share with you was in 2016 when Don't Call, the catering company I'm working for, got a contract to take over obviously the catering for Mercedes, and we were heading to Australia, first race in the season, and we know Niki will be there, of course. And so we were already quite nervous because Niki was always pushing us to the limit with his own style and his own way. Yeah? So what happened is I served him a mozzarella, which is one of his favorite dishes. Looked perfectly beautiful. 5 minutes later I got a call, and the owner of the company sent me pictures through where the plate was completely messed up and there was a fly on it. So Niki did a joke just to again get the full tension and push us with his tricks and tricks and tweets again to the limit, to the highest limit. Yeah, that was the game we played with him, or he played with us. And he was always around in the motorhome, and each and every Saturday he had his schnitzel with us. I hope it was acceptable, the quality we reached at the end, and we really miss him.
To Niki.